Oriente. We literally go absolute carnage out there in the fucking markets today. Purpley as predicted as usual, guys. Tons to talk about. Liquidation farm Oriente happening. Absolutely incredible day for Bitcoin. My longs are looking great. We're going to go through loads of charts, loads of stuff. It's very, very important we talk right now. Let me set my microphone up. But guys, I'm going to leave you with this track. Listen to this track. It's just got a good jam to it. It'll put you in a good mood, ready for the streamer Oriente. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Let me set this shizz up. Right, legends, I am here. Do a sound check. Can you hear me loud and clearly? Lots to talk about, guys. You know what's been going on. My longs are looking insane. And we have some learning to do as well, because I have some other positions I want to show you which are interesting, didn't play out, but we almost got them. And there's going to be a lot of education in this video, and I think a lot of stuff you guys can take from, hopefully get some value from it. But guys, tell me if it's loud and clear. Hopefully it sounds good, and we'll dive into this. I don't know, can you see me now? Guys, tell me in the chat, can you see me? Is it all looking good? It looks like it's clear, crisp, and precise. Or, yeah, here we literally got it there. What a day. Yeah, what a day, guys. So, like, bang. Guys, $20,000. Like I said on the previous video, the previous stream, I said that there's about 8 indications right now pointing towards us getting a bounce. Obviously, look at the stochastic RSI as well. Now, looking at the indicators, guys, beautiful long call in the MDX indicators. We're coming up to significant resistance now, actually, the 25K region. But, guys, let me just quickly show you everything which happened. Obviously, I'm going to gloat about my longs. That is an insane entry right there. I don't know if you can even see it because my face is probably in the way, but that green line is where my entry is at 19,600. And I want to quickly just recap. Obviously, I always do this at the start of the videos, guys. But, you know, this idea, I think there's a lot you can learn from this, because this idea, okay, at its core was a correct analysis. It was the idea which was correct. But, guys, sometimes in trading, things aren't perfect. You know, it's not an exact science. So you can see here, guys, that coming back down lower, getting that entry here, we know from this position, this trade, that it got stopped out because we sunk a little bit lower, but we then did get that massive impulse off support. I thought we were going to get a little bit earlier, but we got it. And the lesson to be learned by this is sometimes your entry isn't going to be perfect. Your analysis can't be perfect every single time, but what you need to do as a trader is stay calm, like I did when I got stopped out. I didn't try and chase the market back in. I waited, I stopped, and I reevaluated the market. And look, guys, now we're in a long position from 19.6, bought the next region, the next support area. And, guys, we know that the rest is freaking history. We've absolutely mooned off that. So it's a very, very positive position. Guys, also, I did a giveaway as well. Guys, if you actually want to get involved in this giveaway, so all you got to do is retweet and like this this tweet, go on my Twitter, and then you will have a chance to win all of the profit from the trade. Okay, so I'm giving away all the profit from the trade. Just go to my Twitter, find this tweet. I'll post it in the chat quickly now, actually, so you guys can get to it. Yeah, but go retweet it, go like it, do what we got to do. Wow, we just had a big dump it coming. Let's have a look at the order books right now. 120K on the sell. Guys, long to short ratio is flipped. Like I said again in the previous videos, I was saying this, that what usually happens, guys, with the longer short ratio is it begins to get quite aggressive here. But when the market does actually pop back up, people start getting out of their underwater longs, okay? And then they start pulling the positions off. And when we start seeing positions being pulled off and then subsequently they start flipping on the market, shorting the market. Now, guys, look at the freaking goddamn long to short ratio, right? I'm on the 24-hour. We just lost 10% of all longs just got liquidated. And, guys, if we go on the 5-minute, it's an even funnier story because look at the Bybit. The Bybit! Look at the Bybit! Sound like a fucking boomer. Bybit is 71% short right now, guys. Absolutely insane. We're actually down to 52% shorts now on Binance, guys. That means everybody's shorting into this. It's going to give it more fuel to go higher. Even though I do see some headwinds coming up right now at 25, when we look at slightly higher time frames, we're going to see that we are actually at macro resistance. You can see the indicators, that big red line there. That is a significant resistance zone. You can see it's actually coinciding with the top here at $25,000. So yes, guys, like I said from my previous videos and my previous stuff, you know, I think we're going to get some resistance around here again. I don't think we're going to blast off straight away. I do think it's actually probably we're going to come down a little bit on this, looking at some momentum indicators. We'll go into the momentum indicators in a second. But guys, this long's now in. And ultimately, this is a learning process because when you look at this, this is the correct idea. It's a scenario which happened, but the entry wasn't exact. And that's why this game goes down in the history books for there's no real other type of industry you can be in where you can get things right but wrong at the same time because it's all about the specific entry of your positions. The ideas can be correct, but then you can have you can be slightly off when you're positioning in your entries. So guys, this is a very interesting position. This is almost exactly what happened, except the entry was wrong. And the learning you can take from this is not to chase, not to get upset when you get stopped out, but then to reevaluate, come back to the charts, use that experience you've got from watching this channel, watching these people trade, etc. on the internet, and actually coming to a formed decision that you're going to buy the next support. And guys, look, it coincided very, very nicely. I'll go into what I think about the medium term in a second, but on the short term, I do think we're going to find some resistance actually, like probably on it now to be completely fair. But you can see here, guys, if I go on the 12-hour, that it's got about 8 things pointing to there being a bounce here, which I said on my previous video. $20,000 psychological support. Fibonacci 618 is a good level for retracement. We had oversold territory from about 3 different stochastic RSI indications. And guys, we know from the MDX oscillator 5, you can see here, if we go on the 4-hour, that it was significantly oversold down here. So you can actually look on the oscillator 4 and 5. You can see here that we got to the point on the 4-hour where basically nil here, basically nil here. We actually came out of the band as well. And you can see here there was a long signal on the MDX Algo 3, which said this is a good time to buy. We had pink candles, which means potential reversal. We have the momentum indicators on, the momentum colors. And you can see here, guys, we had a massive shoot to the upside on the 4-hour. That was where the algo said to go short. That was where the algo said to go long, guys. So these indicators are back tested to be the best in the industry. There is no way you can be better than them, guys. MDXalgo.com. You can get them from this website. You literally just pay $60 a month. We're about to drop a whole fully fledged 25 lesson trading course into this. And also we have 5 live sessions this week with professional traders going through psychology, going through analyzing the market with you, doing everything. So this is what's happening here, guys. It said to sell here, it said to buy here. All the momentum indicators were significantly oversold. And now, guys, we're popping up. And I actually do think we are going to hit resistance because on the MDX oscillator 3, sorry, the MDX Algo 3, you can see here that this is being carved out as significant resistance, basically a VPVR. And you can see here we're right in the bang in the middle zone. Actually, we have the weekly high as well. So we have a lot of stuff pointing towards this area being resistance. And I do have to agree. From what I'm doing with my longs, I actually did take 10% of my longs off. Actually, I took 10% of my long off actually here, and I'm going to take another 10% off as well. So at the moment, in terms of my positioning, I've got my longs in obviously from this trade setup. I've got my longs from 19,600. What I'm doing is 10% has already been taken off, so the trade is now free. My stop loss is in break even or in profit, and I'm going to take another 10%, and I'm going to scale out of this 10% at a time because we have to remember that the macro factors in terms of what's going on in the world in banking, we don't know if there's going to be a systemic collapse in banking. If there's going to be a long-term systemic collapse in banking, I don't think it's going to happen. I can't foresee that. But if we did get that, what you're going to do is you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on crypto because crypto is going to look a lot more attractive when your bank is failing because obviously crypto and Bitcoin are a hedge against that whole system. That's why banks hate crypto and hate Bitcoin because it is a threat. All of the lobbying and all of the regulation being put through in America is because of the banks. The banks are behind it. What banks do is they lobby officials, they lobby government people. governmental people. They lobby people in government. They pay them. They give them a high bid. They fucking bribe them in essence. And what banks do is they bribe governments to make it more difficult for competition to arise, aka trying to ban cryptocurrency, create regulation for other fintech banks, and the big banks manipulate the government to make it more difficult for competition to arise so they can stay in power because they obviously don't want crypto because it's a threat. And that's why you see America, the biggest banking capital of the world after, it now is, but England used to be in London. But the problem is now you're seeing some banks failing, like Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, Silvergate Bank. People are going to start going, what the fuck are we doing in fucking banks? Like, what the fuck? And then they're going to start looking at stuff like crypto and alternatives, and then they're going to find a way to get in. And we know that whole narrative, that's the bigger picture narrative, the long-term narrative, and I've told you a million times. I do think the CBBI has bottomed. The CBBI is a indicator here, which I think this has bottomed. So I think that if this is bottomed, we're basically on the journey now. The beginning of the next bull market. Doesn't mean we can't make a lower low at some point. Doesn't have to necessarily happen on price action, but the CBBI, in my opinion, has bottomed. So I do think that actually we're going to see the beginning of the next bull market over the next year or so. This is long-term macro, obviously. Dealers as well, let's have a look what they're doing right now. So yeah, they're kind of keeping their shorts exposure open. They're basically just taking the other side of asset managers because asset managers have actually increased spread. So they're basically liquidity providers taking the other side of the trade. And I would say that this is probably going to begin to taper down if we get towards that 30K region because they could take profit anyway. The dealers don't. All I know is this. The dealers are not going to be this short when we go into a sustainable uptrending bull market. It won't look like this. They'll be long. They'll flip to the other side. And guys, yeah, that's kind of like what we're looking at. So the next liberal area on the short-term resistance, so that's long-term out the way. The next short-term resistance is obviously 25K again. I do think it's highly likely, guys, that we're not going to do something like this. So let me just zoom out a little bit for you. I think it's unlikely we do something like that. If we did, hey presto, obviously I'm long from 19.6, so fucking hell, I'll take that. And that will be probably one of the first trades in a long time, which actually makes me feel good. I'm a seasoned trader. I've been trading for a decade, so trades don't really make me feel good or bad when I enter and exit. But if it did that in that short period of time, I would just think to myself, yeah, that feels quite good, that one. But it was actually, we're looking at probably a 50% increase on Bitcoin, which is not, it doesn't happen that often anymore, but that kind of move. But yeah, we're looking at, what? Yeah, 47% move within a couple of days. That would actually remind me of the China pump. Or, they call it, the China, yeah, it was this one here. So this move here on Bitcoin was the fastest and biggest move ever in Bitcoin's history in terms of percent. So Bitcoin actually went up, 43%. This is a 43% move in, it looks like it's 2 days, but it was during one day into the next. So it's basically a day or 2 days of price action, and Bitcoin went up 43%. That is the quickest move in the shortest period of time I've ever seen. So if Bitcoin did break the high and go to $30,000, that would probably be the fastest move with the biggest percent ever in history for Bitcoin. Probably, I say probably because there might be one instance somewhere, but it will be pretty significant if we get that. So I think it's unlikely. Looking at some momentum indicators, stochastic RSI on the 12-hour is overbought. And guys, I said to you from the beginning, like stochastic RSI, if you want to make it simple, just use it as a momentum indicator because it's very, very accurate at timing the tops and bottoms of things. And you can see here, guys, as soon as stochastic RSI 12-hour got significantly oversold for a period of time here, you can see what happened there, massive snap. And that's what I was saying, guys, in the previous stream. I said there's about 8 things pointing towards a pump here. The only outlier was the long-to-short ratio. Now we know the long-to-short ratio has flipped because people are coming out of the positions. And we are looking at right now, 15% of longs got liquidated. Shorts have been liquidated, 50% of shorts have been liquidated. And now what we're seeing, guys, on the books is that everybody's trying to hammer oh, wow, that just flipped so quickly, guys. At the start of this video, it literally was down here on Bybit. It's just completely flipped to long again. Wow, legends, this is going to get hectic. We'll have to see what's going to happen here because on the 24 hour, we're looking at around longs are piling in, 58% long on 24 hours. So we've still got quite a lot of longs coming in here. As soon as we get a flip, guys, I would probably say if we get a flip now in shorts, to say it gets really, really short, then we could see a little bit more of power to the upside. But if the longs are going to keep stacking a little bit more now, I doubt we're going to get above this region here, guys, this $25,000 top. I think what we'd really need to see is everybody and their mother shorting right now, and then that would probably give it the fuel to get through it. But I just think it's unlikely, guys. I think that this is going to be the top for now. I think we actually come down a little bit on this. In terms of doing a Fibonacci retracement or extension, you can actually see here, from here down to here, we probably are at the 786 retracement to the upside. So I think it's quite unlikely that we get through that. I think we will probably have something a little bit more coming down. But like I said, guys, with all this narrative, with the bigger picture, this is why we have to get into our positions before these things happen. So with these banks going under, if there is a systemic banking collapse in the world, which I don't think is actually that, I don't think it's that probable, but if it was, you're going to see a lot of people looking for alternatives, and gold and crypto are going to come into that picture. And that's why we try and position ourselves before the news and the events which happen out there, which aren't reality. The price action is the reality. There is no reality gap when you look at price action. So I'd say, yeah, so if we do a Fibonacci retracement on this from the lows, we might see it come down to around here, about a 21,500 again. Actually works very nicely with this support region here. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Bitcoin, if this is the top, which it might not be, it wouldn't surprise me to see it come down to here again, find support, and then that could give it the fuel to keep going higher. And then we've got to keep an eye on that long to short ratio, guys, because the long to short ratio is going to be important for, are we going to get those shorts piling in now? Everyone's thinking it's the top to start piling in. If the longs keep coming in, you know, I think we're probably going to carve out a top around here. And we are actually at significant resistance as well. If you flip down to the hourly on this, you should see it pretty clearly that even on the hourly time frame, you're going to see a big red area here. Let me just wait for it to load. Yeah, we got this is like, yeah, we're looking at resistance from a long time ago. There's a lot of resistance coming in here, guys, on the MDX Algo 3. You know, you don't want to fade this. Well, you do want to fade it, but you don't want to not take this into account, because this area here, we're probably going to see some sellers coming in. And looking at the long to short ratio, if we don't get everybody shorting now, probably not going to happen, even though a whole load of those fucking shorts have been taken out. We are seeing the longs coming off a little bit. So let's have a look what we get. That's my Bybit account. Yeah, guys, also just to mention sponsors, go down to, this is literally my Bybit account, what I've got in it. Guys, literally go down to the links in the description and you can find a link to Bybit. If you sign up, guys, you get like $30,000. So if you literally want to make some money for free, just get a new account. If you already have a Bybit account, make a new account with my account link. You'll get free money in the exchange to trade with. And Legends, you can see it here as well. Bybit, BitGet, all the links below. You can buy Bitcoin as well on Bybit for 0 fees, Legends. Nothing. 0 fees. And you get $30,000 up to that. And Legends, let me quickly whip out to this side. mdxalgo.com. Go over here and you can get the indicators, which I've been showing you. Look at those calls, guys. On the 4 hour, if you go on the 4 hour on this, you will be blown away. It's been absolutely pinpoint precise from the high to the low of buying and selling. I'll quickly show you now if you just come into this chat. Like, this can't be faked, Legends. Everyone's like, but I don't believe you. How can it do it? Guys, this has been programmed for over 4 years now. That's where it said to sell. That's where it to buy. All momentum indicators got significantly oversold when we got to support, and bang, we got that move. And Legends, just to reiterate again for the new people who've come into this chat, to this stream, sorry, I am long from 19644. And guys, I was saying to you before that there is a lot to be learned from this specific image. You can learn a lot from this. Go on my Twitter, read what I wrote about it, because you can learn a lot from it. Hopefully you get some value from it. If you do, hit it a like. But there is a lot to be kind of learned from this type of scenario where you kind of predict or you kind of foresee what's potentially going to happen, and then your entry just isn't perfect, and then you flip back and you have to actually get into your trading mindset again. But definitely check that out. So guys, I don't think we're going to get above 25k on this. I actually do think it's probably more likely we're going to come down a little bit. If you want to look at some other momentum indicators on the 12 hour, let's have a look at the daily. Daily's actually coming up. It's still got a little bit of wiggle room there. Weekly is, again, bear market territory still. Sorry, bear market rally territory, like I've said from the beginning. And then the monthly, we know that looks great for that long-term narrative. The weekly close, the monthly close is actually looking pretty good as well. But the weekly close, pretty tasty. We got a fucking continuation off that hammer. Full show. You know, but I would say that's probably unlikely that on this go in the next few days we're going to get above that 25k region. I think it's probably like we're going to come back down. Now, let's just speculate a little bit further, okay? So, okay, let's go through the main scenario, which is if we do get above this and we just continue this massive rocket ship. The only way I'd suddenly like flip my bias on this and say we're probably going to go to 30k a little bit faster is if we do actually break through on even a candle getting through it. Because if we get through it, we've got through it, right? If we get through this and we just poke our heads from above the parapet, let's say, I do think actually we could be in for maybe finding support on it and having a run up, okay? And maybe pushing up towards 30k. I think it's unlikely. I don't think it's going to happen, actually, to be honest. I think it's more likely we come into it and then we come very quickly back down. And actually, we do probably carve out some sort of bearish divergence. That actually, the indicators have been spelling this out for a while, actually. Let me just quickly whip up the bearish divergences on the daily. You can see this quite significantly. So this is the MDX Algo 3, 4, and 5. You can see here that we have bearish divergence, bearish divergence, bearish divergence, bearish divergence. Look at where these coincide with, guys. Very powerful. First level, third level, and the last one there. You can see here as well, guys, up here, bearish divergence. Okay, so what you're seeing on the oscillator 4 is significant. You're seeing price action, sorry, you're seeing the momentum falling and the price action is rising. That's called bearish divergence. As soon as you got the last indication there, Bitcoin did actually move down towards that 20K region. Now, guys, you can see we're oversold. We've bounced off it. So, you know, what we're looking for now really is, are we going to get a top here? Okay, this is what we're looking for. If the price action makes a new high and this stops here, that's going to be another bearish divergence because we've got a higher high. The price action's going up, the momentum's going down. I actually think that's probably going to be quite a sharp snap back down. I would highly unlikely or I wouldn't think it was probable that, you know, we're going to go from here to $30,000 right now. Like I said, we're long from $20,000 because we can't foresee the future. But in my opinion, in my hunch, I don't think we go there in one direction. Does not mean I won't still be long because you guys know that I am long from 19,600, okay? So you know from my positions I'm long from here. You can see the position open right now in the books. So that's my long exposure. And I'm long from that position because I bought support in my strategy. That's what I do buying SR. But I would say that it's probably unlikely that we're going to get above here in one go. I'd say it's more likely looking at some momentum indicators. What we're looking at here as well, if you flip down to that 4-hour time frame, obviously the long looks so juicy, guys. But look at the two, just look at that and tell me you think it's a buy. Probably not. We're coming up against significant red resistance on the MDX Algo 3. We've got the freaking goddamn oscillator is literally at the 100 and the MDX oscillator 4 as well. So you can see all the oscillators at the top. We can see that up here. As soon as you get an orange dot as well, or we get one of these, you see these orange dots here, then we're going to be like, okay, this potentially could be a flip because that's actually a bearish divergence indication. So I think we're getting near to this now for a little bit of a pullback. And I would say that just going to go by strictly, you know what I do, guys, strictly going by the textbook. I would say if you do a Fibonacci retracement, I would say we're probably going to go down to around 21,500. That coincides very nicely with this support region here. I think that's probably the target on this when we do fail. And you can see that actually when you do an extension tool from the high to the low, you can see we actually tag the 786, which is actually pretty aggressive for Bitcoin. Usually the Bitcoin is usually the 618. Altcoins are usually the 786. Sorry, legends. Let me make sure that's okay. And we had those nice little orange dots down there as well. So let's do a little bit of speculation, speculation and doing. Let's look out into the future, okay, guys? And also, we've got like 400 people in here and only 100 likes, guys. If you can hit that like button, I appreciate it. If you really like this kind of content, and I'm going to do a giveaway of MDX Algo. Okay, we need 400 likes, legends. If we get 400 likes, I will give 5 accounts away in this video. I've got all the accounts ready. They're ready. I can literally show you the freaking QR codes. If you, legends, right? Everyone hit the like button. I'll give away 5 MDX Algo accounts. You can only win one each because we've made it so it's one account for one person. So you can't have multiple accounts. If you want to make a billion emails, then fine, but then you're just messing around with multiple accounts. So guys, everyone hit the like button. And in the chat as well, tell me if you're long or short and tell me where you're watching from. So which country are you watching from? Are you watching from the moon? Because I feel like a lot of us are up there right now. I feel like a lot of us are watching from fucking Mars right now, legends. Smash that like, guys. So let's do a little bit of speculation into the future. So we all like doing that, don't we, sir? Let's just say we get this, we come back down, and we find a higher low here. This could be pretty interesting, guys. We could get something like this now, okay? If we get something like that, 25K could have a little bit more of a chance of USA or fucking hell. There's a lot of people in the US at the moment. Sweden, Netherlands. Yeah, long from Australia, leggies. So, guys, this is actually what we're looking at. This could be an ascending formation for Bitcoin. You know, I actually think it's probably the most probable scenario. I would probably have to go with, just to be completely, agnostic, because no one really knows what's going to happen. But I would say maybe something like this just for the next few days, or actually probably a week time frame, just to carve out some sideways pattern here, some sort of consolidation pattern up here. And I'm just trying to just think in my head completely objectively right now, and just think, do you think we're going to break 25K? And I would say that not on this attempt. I don't think we break on this attempt. I think we probably come a little bit lower. We'll have to look at momentum indicators. Also, the CBBI has bottomed. The commitment of traders is still short. So there's two things right now. This is bad. Okay, I don't think the market's going to look like this. I don't think the deal is going to be this short if we go into the next bull market. Positive things, though, which we have to think about, is that long to short ratio has flipped to 50-50. So now there's just as much fuel to keep going up. And like I said, if the shorts keep piling in now, you're going to see a squeeze, leggies. We've got our first initial move. I think probably what everyone's going to start doing is longing the fuck out of this again, because they think it's going to go higher, and then, yeah, we're going to squeeze back down. Sorry, let's just make this very clear. When I say a squeeze, I'm talking about either side. So let me just make sure you get this correct. So if we get lots and lots of people beginning to long here, okay? They start longing the market. Sorry, legends, let me get my shit together. If everyone starts fucking shorting now, okay, it's likely that's going to be continuation of the short squeeze. If everybody comes and shorts the market, we get like fucking 75% short, what's likely going to happen is probably going to keep going, okay, the price. What we're not seeing, though, we are seeing that coming off, but we are still seeing a net exposure to longs, okay? So we're still 58% long. What we want to see now is those positions, those longs really start piling in if we want to see the price to go up. So if shorts come in, guys, price is going to go against them, right? Yeah, we got it right, yes. Fuck you know, I'm all over the place with my long to short today. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at, okay? So we want to see people start shorting the market. If the market's everybody shorting it, it's likely going to go higher. Longs, the other way around, we're going to come back down. So we're going to come back down to here, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, guys. We are seeing a little bit more long exposure still. That, in my opinion, guys, is saying to me that the long to short ratio means we're probably going to come down a little bit. Let me just get everybody out of this way. And the long to short ratio, if it's still long net, doesn't mean, but let me just be completely clear again, doesn't mean, guys, because we still got these longs, but we've still got 10% more shorts right now. Cut all that clean, guys. We've already had the move. We already know what's happened. Those have already been liquidated. I would say that it's more likely, guys, that we're not going to get above 25k. If we do get a move up to here, I'm going to be screaming to the hills, guys, for you on the daily time frame to be looking at MDX algo, because we're going to have another count of bearish divergence. 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of bearish divergence. I would say if we do get this candle to pop us out, its head over the parapet like this, I think it's quite likely we're going to get brought back down very, very quickly, actually. Looking at this as well, we're in the red zone. The 4 hour, like I said a second ago, is in the red zone as well. And the hourly, you know, every single time frame on MDX Algo 5 is screaming for 25k to be the place it stops off. Wait for this to load. It's a little bit more data. Look at that there. Big red beam coming through the chart. It's showing significant resistance, okay? So I'd say it's unlikely we're going to get through the break. I think we're going to come back down. I'll draw the fibs on it. We don't even need this fib anymore. So let's just do the newborn fibs, legends. Newborn fibs. Let's do a retracement tool from the low to the high. I think we're coming down to 21.5 on this, leggies. I think I'm going to take about 10% more profit. Mount Gox, let's have a look. If BTC keeps pumping, Mount Gox redeemers are going to have a field day. Well, of course. I don't think many of these Mount Gox people are going to sell anyway. They've been in the game since 2012. Like, do you really think they're just going to suddenly be trying to sell their Bitcoin? I think they've probably they've looked at the narrative over the last 10 fucking years, basically, and thought to themselves, you know, I might as well hold what I've got. We'll probably have a little bit of sell pressure, but that's about it. So, guys, on the short term, I think we come down a little bit on this. Doesn't mean it can't go higher if we do see those shorts beginning to stack up some more. It is happening right now, but it's not perfect. We want to see at least be net short on the market to see that squeeze happen more. And then, guys, I also want to mention again, the committed traders is, you know, another thing kind of just telling me that we're probably not going to get above 25 just yet. I do actually think what could happen here is we get a rejection. And let's just go back to my speculation side. I'll just go for the bullish and bearish scenario. Bullish scenario for, you know, even if it coming down a little bit, is if we get a higher low, and then we come back up, hit it again, get a higher low, and hit it again. So then we're looking at some sort of ascending formation. That is a bullish scenario, because what we're seeing is the lows are consistently getting higher, and you're going to exhaust that order block there, okay? Other way around, the bearish scenario is if we come back down, right, and then we come up again, we don't manage to get a high, again, we get a lower high, and then we come back down, so you'll probably have a trend line like this then, you'll have something coming like that, and then what you do is, guys, you actually break through this, back to 20,000, we bounce off it, probably find resistance somewhere along there, and then we break. Okay, and that would actually be the bearish scenario, which I have to say, as of right now, I'm probably leaning towards, actually, generally speaking, us probably not getting above 25k. This move's been very, very quick. It's exhausted. It's been a lot of effort for the buyers to not make a new high. So to go from 20 to here, you know, that's a lot of buy pressure, a lot of people getting in, and that's a lot of effort just to get to not a higher high. So my hunch is probably lying on, actually, we do eventually come back down to 20 on this. I think it's quite likely we come back down in any regard back to the 618 on this now. So I'd say that in the short term, I think it's down. I think actually over a little bit more of a high time frame, I do actually probably think we're coming back down to 20. The only thing which would change my mind on that is if we come back down and we actually find support like this and actually try and carve out some sort of ascending formation with higher lows. I think that's probably the only way I'd change on it, even if we get a parabola or something like that. Looking at momentum, overbought right now. Let's have a look at the daily as well. Let me just flick through my process again. Daily could actually go a little bit higher. The weekly's looking like it's going to come down. And the monthly is looking great because, you know, a whole month is the beginning of the next bull market. So put your altcoins in the chat as well, guys. I will do some altcoins in a second. So that's what we're looking at here, guys. And then, yeah, that weekly is spelling out to me still a bear market rally. Don't get over the top, guys. We're still in a bear market rally. This is still a bear market rally. Don't get crazy. This is not the beginning of a bull market. What we do have now, which is pretty interesting though, is we do have a higher low carved out. Doesn't mean we can't come back down and actually break it in a few weeks or less. And then actually that would mean we're probably going to 18.5. But we do have a significant higher low now, which is a good sign. I still think we've got sideways to go. Looking at the broader picture, we are above the 200-day moving average. We do have a higher low. Let's have a look at the volume on higher time frames, because this would probably be, it's just about there, but I would say that we're not there. It's not enough for me yet, because we have this going flat and not up. It's a little bit up, actually. I gotta tell you, we're getting close to it. We're getting close to a bull market, guys. We are. But the one thing we haven't done yet is actually made that. We've made a higher low, but no higher high. So the only way in trading you confirm a higher low is once you make the next high, okay? So we need to break this high, and then I'd say to myself, it's actually like we're going to go to $30,000. Beginning of a bull market. The bear market rally is over. We're in a bull market. Doesn't mean we can't come back down and test some lower levels later on in the year, but I think that is going to be a cyclical bull trend within a longer term, beginning of a longer term bull market. Let's just say bear market, bullish cyclical trend, maybe a little bit further down, the beginning of the longer term bull market. But I think overall we're getting there, and I think Bitcoin's doing, what it's done in history. Again, it doesn't, is they say, the history rhymes. Well, it fucking doesn't, because it's exactly the fucking same. Let's go on a higher time frames chart here and look at logarithmic, and we can actually see here on the weekly scale that it's pretty much doing exactly what everyone is expecting. Let me just quickly get, no guys, that would actually be pretty insane, wouldn't it now? So we have the 5-wave move here, and actually this could be the bottom of the 4-wave. Ideas, but remains to be seen. So, everyone's like, it rhymes, guys, it rhymes. It just doesn't rhyme. It's just the same. It's just the same shit over and over again. Yes, maybe this high here was slightly less aggressive than the previous in terms of the percent from, what is this now? 1,000, it went 20x basically from there to there. And then we only did like a 4 or 5x, or actually less. I think it's 20k to 60. So it's not a lot at all, is it really? It's about a 3 point something, so we went to 70. So we did a 20x, then we did like a 4x. And then, because I think, I actually have this hunch as well, guys, which I kind of want to, it's got a massive dump it signature coming in there. 1 mil on the sell right there, legends. I told you, some resistance coming in. So, I have a hunch. Let me just give you a bit of a narrative on this. I do have this theory, and it's only a theory because I just want to give it to you. But, and if you go back to another bull market, we had a very aggressive move to the upside. This bull market here was such a huge bull market in terms of the percent gain from high to high. I know a lot of people get crazy because they do high to high, but I do high to high because it gives me a nicer context. If you go from low to low, it's fine, but whatever. But for me, if you go from 1 to 20 to 20x, okay, we only actually did about a 4x from the high to the high, which is still really good, but it's nothing on 20. It's actually an order of magnitude lower considering what was before. So there was like 2,500, so we had about 45x, 20x, 4. So I think that this has been a bit subdued, this whole bull market. I think the bull market as a whole, just a theory here, is that it was a bit subdued. It didn't really ultimately get to what it really wanted to. And I think that was just because of some macro factors. There's no point umming and ahhing over what it was, but I just feel like when we had that top out, the Fed been squeezing out and pulling liquidity out of the system, it's just generally stumped it a little bit. It didn't really fulfill its full potential. So if we do go down into a lower rate environment in general where money is easier to borrow, etc., I do think that the next bull market might be a little bit more aggressive than a 4x, okay, from high to high. So it could be more than that. We could do a 200, 300,000, and even that's basically a 3, 4x. But I think we're at least going to get there. But I just want to put out the feelers of that. This next bull market could be a lot more aggressive, and we could actually get maybe a 10x. And I know that sounds crazy to go to 700K, but I'll tell you one thing. When people said that Bitcoin was going to go to 20,000 and it was 1,800 when I was buying it, I told them the same fucking thing. It's not going to 20. So I think that this bull market could really capture an interesting... I don't want to make this like my prediction is 700K. I'm just saying a theory I have is that because this bull market was quite subdued, we might get a little bit more action on this next bull market. There's no point going for the idea that we're doing 700,000. On this specific example here, we're going to 200K. Okay, actually, it's a little bit higher than that. The golden 618. We could even do the 786. We could even go higher. But this general scenario here is like that. But Bitcoin's doing the same shit it always does. You have the halving. So these purple lines are the halving. You have the halving, and it makes an ascending formation like that. Breaks out. You have the halving. Actually, the whole thing comes up fucking for miles. So you have the halving. The market makes an ascending formation, a triangle. And now, guys, we're coming up to the halving. And guess what? It looks to me like we're going to be creating another ascending formation. So you've got these triangles, these ascending triangles, which are higher lows and the flat top coming in every single time. So it's very, very, very similar. And I want to make sure this is pretty clear as well. It's like, having this higher interest rates, just generally in the world, just means that there's liquidity, there's dollars being pulled out of the system. The reason that is because companies can't loan, people haven't got enough money in their pockets, they can't get any mortgages, any debt. Companies can't get debt, they can't get loan, and they have to pay more back to loan providers. Guess what? A lot of loan providers get loans from the government as well. So in essence, what happens is all the money trickles back to the government. The government then have to pay their debts back to the Federal Reserve. So the more the government have to pay the Fed back, we're already now 4%. If the government have to pay back a lot of the money they borrowed, treasuries, if they have to pay that back to the Fed, in essence, the Fed take the money in, but their accounting is not real. It's a fucking fugazi. It's a lie, because their balance sheet is just numbers which they can destroy, delete or create. So what they're doing is they're pulling liquidity back into the Fed. The Federal Reserve can then just delete numbers. What you're doing is, in essence, you're pulling out circulating supply dollars. So that's what's been happening the last year. If we go back into a lower interest rate environment, and we haven't had this market didn't get subdued, we could see on the long term that it could be a pretty aggressive bull market. And I just think that my theory is that the next bull market, I think, is going to be more than a 3 or 4x. And that could be very, very... that's a 3 or 4x from the highs I'm talking about, guys. So this could be maybe more than $500,000. And I think that could be what we're looking at, especially if we have a systemic bank failure. A systemic bank failure would mean that people are going to look for alternatives. If people are going to look for alternatives, they're going to do anything they can to get into assets which aren't in the banking system. Even gold, to a degree, with paper gold, is locked up in a load of shit. And then you got to look at stuff like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which are completely alienated away from it. So that's what I'm looking at there, guys. Let's have a look at the SPX as well. And I will go back to Bitcoin. Let me just go back to Bitcoin short term, because I just want to quickly actually say a few things on that level. So, guys, we have had this pop. I'm talking about all this bullish stuff right now, so just chill out. Don't get too bull town. Because at the moment, guys, this is a nice looking chart. But I do think that, just to reiterate for everybody who's watching this, I do think actually we're going to get a pullback. I don't think we're going to break 25k on this move. If you look at the lower time frames on the 4 hour and the 12 hour, I think we're likely going to come into some resistance here, looking at all the other momentum indicators and the long to short ratio, etc. But you can see here, guys, we're coming into resistance. Let's get you on the 4 hour. I'm just going to quickly reiterate this point, guys, because I want to make sure that don't get too bullish. Because I'm talking about the long term. Everyone's fucking FOMOing in. We are at significant resistance right now. It would be surprising for me to see us break this in one go. Like I said, guys, I am long from the $19,600. I did buy that support region, because I said in my previous stream there's like 8 things pointing towards there being a bounce. And guys, this is the scenario which basically played out. But don't get too bullish, guys. I do think we come down on this. I actually ultimately think we'll probably come down a little bit lower and retest even 20k. I think that this is a there's a lot of effort not to make a higher high right now if it stops. So I do think ultimately this will come down a little bit, maybe towards a few more months we take to really get above 25. But short term, I do still think there's going to be some downside. And then that long term, I just want to make sure, just to say, short term bearish, not bearish. Short term, I think it's coming down a little bit. In the long term, I think it could be an aggressive bull market in the next big bull cycle. Let's have a look at the old traditional. Leggies, let's go. I fucking love this shit. So there are a few alarm bells, but not too many. I've already told you guys from the beginning that I do think that SPX, go on my Twitter. I won't tell you again. I've already told you from the beginning that I do think SPX is going to go and have a good start of the year. And when I said that down here, that's exactly what we've had. Okay, we had a pretty good start to the year. Now, we are at some pretty significant crossroads right now, because this level here is very, very important. And I said to you guys yesterday, we got the open. It didn't react as crazy as most people thought it was going to react today on Monday. But what we've done now is we've come down to this support level. Just underneath trend. We could just deviate it, but I said that we're probably going to get a bounce off this level, and that's exactly what we've got on lower time frames. You can see that we've come down to it, and actually we've had a sharp bounce off that level. Now, this is what you're looking for traders. A lot of people would have made money on this trade, and so this is a great place to be buying for that support. You got the bounce off it. Now, the thing is, the bounce isn't that oomphy. I would like to see this on the next open. Where we are now in the market, I think we are going to probably be waiting a while now. So we're looking at 16 hours time. It's going to open again. So what we want to see tomorrow, and I think this is quite important actually, on SPX, this is just to make you, the guys who are buying, right, this support. For this to be positive, I think we do need to see at least something coming up to around here, okay, for this to be positive. If we come back down, let's just say that would be, okay, just do day by day. When this comes back out and it's positive, I think Bitcoin's actually got a shot, okay? I think Bitcoin's maybe got a shot of breaking $25,000. I think it needs something like that just to be flat, okay? If we do just nuke all the way through this, guys, and then come up and see this as resistance, I think it's actually a very bad sign. I think actually we could go quite a lot lower in the SPX, even come and retrace the lows. And I think that will probably coincide actually with Bitcoin. You know, I've been saying in this video multiple times that we're at resistance. You know, this could actually play out for a bit of a downside move. I actually do think Bitcoin's going to come down a little bit on this anyway. And if we do get an SPX breakdown of support, that could mean Bitcoin comes back down to 20K and loses it and goes to 18.5. So I just want to make it quite clear here, you know, SPX might be giving us some clues right now. If we don't have a good positive day tomorrow and we break this, I think it's giving us some clues that actually Bitcoin's probably going to fail and not break 25K. So what we're looking for is to get something off this. I still am in the court right now of the bulls because we haven't lost support yet. This is a very significant level for me. I do think it holds, and we do get a little bit more off it. And if we do hold it and we come back up, I think we actually will eventually begin to rally higher. And we have to wait for what we're going to see from, you know, easing, etc., and macro events with the banks. But, you know, my hunch is that we're going to hold. If we don't hold, guys, and we break through, I think Bitcoin's going to break and not break 25K for SPX. And I think we're right now on a couple of areas of support. Let's look at momentum as well on the lower time frames. You know, as you know, stochastic RSI on the 4 hours is good, and that's good for short-term traders. So I think tomorrow is probably a good day for SPX. You know, I'd put in some buy orders if I was in there. And I would see what happens and just do my traditional kind of stuff on SPX and indices. But let's have a look at Dixie as well. So Dixie's been a bit fucking mental, hasn't it? Again, I want to kind of say to you, you know, it could fail here. But I just don't think the Dixie's over just yet for a run at the highs. And I do still think that if we do get a run at the highs of Dixie, pulling out some of that liquidity, you know, from risk, sorry. You know, I think it's not done just yet. And I do think Bitcoin gets to have a nice little run. But, you know, if Dixie does want to get one more higher low here and then make a move to here around these levels, I think that just spells out a little bit more downside for SPX, a little bit more downside for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin doesn't get above 25K. I think if we then get this, that's going to be when Bitcoin's getting above 25K and actually moving towards 30 and 35 and maybe even potentially the top this year, 40. I don't think Bitcoin goes anywhere close to the all-time high this year. It's already freaking March, legends. It's cracking on. It's 3 months in. We literally got, okay, halfway through the year. We'll see where we're at. But guys, hit that like button as well. You know what to do. Like this shit, legends. You gotta like my guy. You gotta like my content, legends. If you don't like my content, I don't like you. That's unfortunately the truth. If you like my content, legends, hit me up with a likey. Also, let me just get some sponsors out the way. Guys, mdxalgo.com. If you want to get these indicators, which literally trade for you and chart for you, just go to mdxalgo.com. You can get everything there. We're going to drop a trading course in a couple of weeks, probably this week or at the end of this week. Dropping a trading course. We've got live people in the discussion group at the moment. We have literally got, right now, 5 live trading courses this week from professional traders in the Discord, the traders group. And guys, in terms of the frickin' sponsors, Bybit, BitGet, the links are below my face. Literally, these exchanges will give you thousands of dollars for free. If you already have an account, just get a new account, legends, because you get another bonus to help support this channel. You're all legends. I know you already do it. You're all battering them in. But Bybit and BitGet, the links below my face. You can literally just make a new account if you already got one and then send the money over. You get a big bonus when it hits. And this is my Bybit account here, guys. I've been trading on this, having some fun on the markets the last few days. They've done some big updates as well with the amount of fees, you know, what they're doing in terms of their zero spot fees for buying crypto with card. The Bybit's got a new debit card coming out as well. So if you use my link, you will be able to get onto the whitelist of the debit card. So link below, guys, to Bybit. Make a new account with my link, and you'll get the debit card. You'll have zero fees, and you're all legends for that. And BitGet as well. BitGet is pretty cool for the copy trading side. So the trading bot, it's free, by the way, legends, by the way. Go to mdxalgo.com. You get a free trading bot. Guys, use the trading bot. It's literally up. What is it? It's up 1,100% in 3 years. Okay, it's up 1,100% in 3 years, legends. If you look at these numbers, legends, just study this. This is 100% back testable. You can do it yourself. You can analyze this, audit this. This is not a lie. This is the real deal. I've been using this strategy for years. I've been using this strategy for 6 years, and that's probably down to one of the reasons I've made quite well in trading. MDX is the realist. You're the realist, legends. MDXalgo.com. There's the link. If you click a dashboard login, so if you go on mdxalgo.com/dashboard, pin message. If you go to mdxalgo.com/dashboard on your desktop, you'll be able to see everything we have. We have some big updates coming, guys. We have a whole trading course we're about to launch, 25 lessons. We've got coaches in the VIP Discord, which is the VIP traders group. And we have a whole lot of other shit coming as well with some more products. Like we have a trading app. It's all going to kick off, leggies. I'm up for it. So Dixie, I don't think it's over for Dixie just yet. If it does come down significantly, I'll change my mind. But I think the lows are going to get respected, and I do actually think that this is quite likely going to see higher prices. To be completely honest, though, if you have the 200-day moving average, I do like the 200-day moving average. Let me just take off area and just put a line graph on. I'll just make this a little bit more positively so you can see it. The 200-day moving average on 50%. Let's put it on that opacity. I'm such a perfectionist. Make it exactly 50. You can see we are coming into this, guys, and seeing it as resistance, and it's very, very good, actually, the 200-day on Dixie. You can have a whole trading strategy built on just this very, 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 very easy moving average. So we are seeing it as resistance. I do think the Dixie is not over yet. I think it is going to have a little bit more strength. And also, I want to kind of make a clear point here. I actually do think the Dixie is going to be not as correlated to risk over the next 10 years because I see a lot of nations, other fiat currencies, like let's just say, for instance, the Venezuelan currencies, Turkish. We have problems all around the world, actually, with hyperinflation, even areas of Iran. So I think, and Turkey was a big hit. Turkey got hit massive like a few years ago, 800% in 1 year. So I just think that Dixie is going to be propped up by the failure of other fiat currencies in other nations. And obviously the euro is a part of the Dixie indice. It's a whole combination of, it's a basket of different assets of fiat currencies. So I think it's going to be propped up. I think it can go up. But I do think Bitcoin can have can still rise, in price a lot with Dixie going up. I can see the Dixie being propped up by failing other nations' fiat currencies going into the dollar. And then I can see things like Bitcoin and gold and even indices rising because they're going up because there's more money coming into the Dixie, which is propping the Dixie up, but there's also money leaving the Dixie, going into assets like that, because people are getting out of the dollar as well because they want to chase the next big run on Bitcoin. So I could see everything. I could see Dixie. I could see a lot of stuff going up just because other fiat currency nations are going to fail. Everything's going to go up eventually, legends, because generally speaking, because there's fuckloads of new dollars in circulating supply, but it's just about when. Gold's had a really nice move, guys. I want to talk about gold. Really nice impulse off support, guys. I was telling you, I do think it's going to get some support on this. Very, very nice move. Again, gold. I think it's a similar scenario to Bitcoin. Actually, I don't think gold gets above this high on this move. I actually do think that this is probably likely going to carve out the the lower high, and I actually think this is probably going to turn around. And come down a little bit lower for gold. Stochastic RSI is overbought as well. If you look at some other momentum indicators as well, which we look at on my side, the things I've created, we're probably going to see some divergences coming in. So we have significantly overbought right now. The MDX4 is like right up there in crazy territory. You can see how beautiful this is tradable though, guys, with the indicators. These long and short calls are really, really nice and aggressive right at the tops and bottoms to give you a nice entry when you're trading it. But I don't think we get above this on gold. I actually think gold's probably going to carve out a lower high and actually come down further. And, that's what I'm thinking about Bitcoin as well. I actually don't think Bitcoin breaks 25 on this. I think there's too many things pointing in the direction that Bitcoin comes down a bit. The only thing I'm watching out for is that long to short ratio because those shorts are beginning to pile in. And if those shorts really, really just begin to stack, we know what's going to happen. If shorts stack, we're going to see a short squeeze. And even 41% here. 41% short here. Don't know, guys. It could get interesting. So I think we don't get above it. Only if shorts stack. I think there's a few things pointing towards that. I think on the very, very short term, we're going to get a move back down to the 618 retracement on this. And I think that's just the only way you can really look at it. I've already taken 10% of profit off my longs. You guys know that I'm significantly long out of my bum hole. This was the trade setup I was showing you guys on Twitter. You got to add me on Twitter, guys, to see these setups. Obviously, I want you to read this. I think it's a learning experience. If you're new to trading, go and read this tweet. I think hopefully you take some value from that because I know that when I looked back at it, I was like, yeah, this is a learning moment, even though I've done it a trillion times and I've missed a lot of entries, guys. Don't worry about that. I've missed a lot of entries in my time, okay? But I think it's great for beginner to intermediate traders. And guys, I'm long from here. You can come and actually, look at this tweet, and you can actually, I'm going to give away all the profit from this long. So if you come here and you like this tweet and you retweet it, you can have a chance to win all of the profit from it. So go to my Twitter, there you go. It's in the, look at that. Mike C's just so quick on the button. I couldn't be any quicker than that. It's almost as fast as all of these MDX, these are MDX Algo free accounts. They got taken suspiciously quickly, guys. So I'm actually going to listen to the community on this one, and we're going to check if there is any bot action on this, because they got taken suspiciously quickly. I don't know who the fuck managed to get them in like 30 seconds, but I gave away 4 free accounts. Very, very quickly they came off the books. It sounds weird coming off the books, but it's true. But you know what, guys? How about we do one right now? How about we do a little giveaway right now, legends? Yeah, let me do a giveaway right now then, okay? So let's do an MDX Algo giveaway, guys. All hit the like button. I'm literally going to give away... I'll start with one account, and I'll keep going through the accounts. So let me just quickly load up on this screen, because I don't want to give away the QR code without me actually getting it myself. So let me do the dashboard login. Let me get you a nice little... Oh, I'm not signed in on this fucking browser. Oh no, guys. I might have to actually just show the gift card area, but you might... How could I do this now? I've got an idea. Drag that across. Ooh, that was nice. How the fuck did I do that? That was tasty. Okay, so I can actually look now and then bring it back over when I need to. Okay, so let me find the codes. Hopefully you can't see my screen. Maybe imagine if you just all see my screen. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm gonna give this one away. I'm just gonna bring back my screen. Okay, guys, get ready. You need to get your phone out. I'll let you guys. I'll let you get your phone out, and I'm giving away this gift card. Okay, so where are we right now? Everyone's in here. Tell me when to go, yes or no. Have you got your phone out? Let's go, legends. Let's go. Booyaka! Okay, it's not working. It's been weird. Put that in there. Oh shit, what happened there? Yep, so that is a free MDX Algo account right there, legends. We're going to do a scan the QR code. I'm going to give away 5 in this video. I don't know what happened with that, though. It's gone a bit weird. Like, what's happening here? Let me just sort out everything here. That's fine. Yeah, this is... What is that? Like, what's going on my screen now, leggies? Sir? Scan the QR code, legends. I don't know what the fuck's happened to my screen now. I don't know what's going on. MDX Algo, can you trade for me? And you'll give me 80% of the profits. No, man, I'm not trading for anybody. I used to have a company called Titan Investment. That's what I used to do. I used to do that as a living. But oh no, whoops, whoopsie daisy. Someone might have seen that naughty little image there. Woohoo! Oh fuck it, I'm just have to give them all away because everyone can see that. Okay, guys, all the gift cards, they're here. Like, there are literally tons of these gift cards. You can come and take them. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, they're all here, legends. All you gotta do is put these codes in. Literally, if you put that code in, you get an account. I'm just giving away shit tons of accounts right now. You gotta type these codes in. Oh, that's hilarious. So many accounts going out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 accounts. Fuck it, why not? Like, at the end of the day, these are gift cards. Just go. You got to type in these codes here. You can just... actually, wait, can you even get to the page where you redeem them? I don't know. So you click share it. So I'll just go through them like this. Scan the QR code, guys. You can get a free one. You can get a free one. Scan this QR code. You can get a free one. Yeah, I need to make a better thing. I don't know, where do we go exactly? Yeah, so none of you actually know where to go. So what you gotta do is, okay, I'll just go for the top. So everyone can share this one. I'll just go through all of the gift cards. Guys, like this because I'm giving away 15 accounts. Come on. I'm giving away 15 accounts. Legends. Scan it, claim it. Scan it, claim it. Come on, legends, claim that shit. Claim. Scan it, claim it. You know what to do. Everyone's just trying to batter in as many claims as possible. That bot can't do shit. when it's like live. Yeah, so what you do is you scan the QR code. I think you can actually go to I think that's what you do. You go to mdxcrypto.com/redeem. Yeah, so what you do is you go here and you enter your gift code. So you go to mdxalgo.com/redeem and you enter the gift code there. So what I'll do is I'll just leave all the gift codes on the screen. Just screenshot this now. Screenshot this now and then put the codes in. Hooking you boys up. You know, I said I would do like 10 the other day and I missed it, so fuck it. You know, give away 10. But yeah, go to mdxalgo.com/redeem and then put in these redeem codes. Obviously, with the ones which have a tick on them, you can't get, but let's see if everyone gets one. And these are the good codes. These aren't the best codes, okay? So these are a month code. These are for a month, okay? But I do have some lifetime codes as well. But you can see it says 1 month. If everyone loves it, refresh your screen. Yeah, they're probably all going to be taken, aren't they? Oh, yeah, people are getting them. There's still more to go, though. Still more to go, legends. Still more to go. Get your accounts right now, boys and girls. Slam it out the park. Getting that shit going. So these accounts here are the ones which you can use. Go to mdxalgo.com/redeem. You can redeem these codes, legends. I'll see you. Okay, if you get an account, if you already have an account, the only thing you could do is set up a new account, because these are gift cards. So in terms of doing, I sometimes when I do the Twitter giveaways, what I do is I give you a lifetime account forever. But these ones are more just for the video. So these are like these are gift card giveaways. I couldn't give away. It'd be too difficult for me to get your names and stuff. So the gift cards we can do. Okay, in the next video, in the next stream, I'll give away a few lifetime ones. Refresh again, lol. It's just one guy is absolutely getting all of them. There's one guy just taking all of the accounts and then reselling them on the dark market. Yeah, Dale, yes, you can have an account. Just scan the QR code, bro. Scan the QR code. Scan it. Are they all taken? There's still more here. There's still more which are available. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available ones. Copy and paste. Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Like, let's just copy and paste this in. Code for you. Go to mdxalgo.com/redeem. 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 Doesn't work. Oh, maybe they're all taken. Yeah, they're all. One more here. It's probably just one guy who's taking them all. Okay, guys, tell me in the chat if you got one. What's happened to my shit now? Like, everything's gone mental on Opera browser. I don't know what's this? Why is there a gaming tab? I don't want this. Fuck off. No, dude. No. I want my charts back, legends. I got no idea what's crack-a-lacking now. It's all just gone. It's just gone absolute haywire. Come on, legends. I don't want this crap on the screen. I'm just going to have to delete that. Oh, fucking hell. That's all gone. Right, guys. Having technical faults here. Okay, we're back. We're back in business. We're back in business. We're back in business. We're back in business. Yeah, that was hectic. mdxalgo.com. Dashboard login. Right, who got an account? Can you ask Crypto Sam? What's Crypto Sam's question? I don't even know. Ask me questions. I'm going to do like 5 minutes of questions, and then that's pretty much where we're at on this video. I need an account. No. Who got an account? He got one. Yes. I'll see you in the Discord, mate. Get in the Discord group. So what you do is when you sign up for your account, go to Discord and then join the Discord server. We've got 5 live events this week. You can get the indicators. You can set them up. Watch the tutorial videos. Who got an account? Well done. Yeah, go to Discord. We've got a VIP traders group. We're dropping a trading course as well soon. Lots of stuff happening. Bots got accounts. I don't know if the bots can get the accounts, though. How do the bots get the accounts? I don't know how a bot would do that. Maybe, but I don't know how it would happen. You don't have a redeem. Yeah, I do. You just go to mdxalgo.com/redeem. mdxalgo.com/redeem. What we usually do for the gift cards is we send the gift card to you via email. Okay, and then you click on the email, the link in the email, it takes you to the redeems. But if you go to mdxalgo.com/redeem, you can see it. Maybe we should have a redeem section in here somewhere. You can actually get these gift cards as well. You can come in here and get them. So you click on this and you can buy one straight away. Wait, they look different. Why do they look different? Gift cards. Let's have a look what we got here. Yeah, they look nice. These are the gift cards. No, so the VIP traders group isn't like it's not a signals group, because signals are just bollocks. Like we have professional traders in there. We have 5 or 6 of us. We answer people's questions. We put out charts. We put out ideas. We have 5 live trading sessions a week, so you can join the event. There'll be a professional trader who's been trading for years, talking about psychology or speaking about altcoins. We have some degens in there as well, of course. We have a micro caps. The Discord, the traders group in itself is worth everything. Like just this group with all these members, it's worth it just in itself. You know, the $60, because you get, yeah, give me Discord, please. Yeah, well, you have to have an MDX Algo account to get Discord. That's how you get in. So yeah, you need to get all those codes. You know, they're only 1 month codes, so it's not the end of the world if you didn't get one. But you know what we're gonna do is we've got lots of more stuff coming for the portal. We've got an academy happening, so we've got the traders course, trading course is coming next, the academy, and yeah, it's just it's gonna kick off. Lots of stuff here. Anyway, I said I'd do an hour tonight, and it's been an hour. Let's have a look at where we're at. So we're getting a TP signature right now on the indicators. Like I said to you guys in this video, I think we're going to come down a little bit on this. But guys, if you can hit the like button on the way out, that'd be great. Love you all. I will be back streaming tomorrow. Just thought I'd do a quick one tonight. And yeah, everyone hit that like button on the way out. We only got like 300 people, 200 likes, so that'd be amazing. I think we're coming back down a little bit. I think 21.5. 21.5 is probably next. Guys, you're all legends. I'll see you on the flippers.